So it's Saturday, and today early we bought 15 bags of fertilizer from our local feed store. And Rich is now out there with the tractor spreading all the fertilizer, so I thought I would just get some footage of that quick. We just have a lot of sheep that we're breeding this year, and we got to make sure our pastures have enough to support the size of flock, because it's going to be bigger than it's been before. All right, so let's go see. You guys coming with me? Let's go. We took the four-wheeler to the dealer to get it serviced. Otherwise I'd be using that today for this. Like a peaceful, quiet country. We've got this new neighbor and they're really into vehicles, whatever. So this is the back pasture. It's almost 5 acres that we're fertilizing. So hopefully this ends up being lush and verdant and thick with delicious clover and grass. It's slow going. And the other thing that sucks about this job is it's extremely bumpy. So by the time you're done, you've chipped a tooth and snapped one of your spinal bones. He's got all the fertilizer loaded up in the bucket, and then when he finishes broadcasting that bag, he just puts another one in. Oh, it's so bumpy and terrible. Is really careful about sun exposure. He's had a couple molds removed and stuff, so just really careful about it. That's the broadcast spreader on the back end there. You can see right there. Yeah, he's been at that for a couple hours, I guess. And I'm going to go back in and make dinner, and then pasture will be fertile. Okay, I'm walking uphill, and I am like out of breath. This is the end of that enormous pasture. And I'm smelling some sort of animal musk. So this is a small rectangular shaped one here. I think I showed this once when I was up in the loft. I don't think he's going to fertilize this one. Then there's another one across a separate paddock. And then there's the 2 ram paddocks, which I didn't really count. We're not gonna fertilize those, they don't need it. Then there's these 2 smaller pens that actually were what we used when we first moved here and we didn't have as many sheep. And that's kind of what we were able to support the whole flock with those. He's probably not gonna fertilize those either. So this pasture here is probably we'll put the flock after the lambs are a little bit bigger. Early summer. Give it a chance to come back, it'll get nice and thick. And Rich takes them off of here quickly before they can really work it down. And then this front paddock is what we just use this for like the winter time and when the lambs are really little. So they're on that right now. And they'll be there until after lambing. It's such a nice day today. It's almost too warm. You guys playing on the fun equipment? No? I think they're getting irritated with bugs. I tried Rooing Ophavia today, didn't work, so that's a no. And Circe, I tried doing her and she didn't rue. What's the matter, people? Bugs getting at you? Do you like ice cream? Mabel, do you like ice cream? Do you like ice cream? Yes? Silly. There's your sister right there, Matilda, the white patch on a brown head. I think that's Ty, we figured out, T-Y-E, the one that was shaking her head there with the white blaze on the brown face. And that's Alice Paul. Oh, Alice Paul, you pretty girl. Alright, I gotta get dinner going. We're gonna make pork chops and baked potatoes and broccoli. There's my girls. My babies. It's weird being on the other side of the fence, isn't it? Usually I'm in there with ya. There's Cookie. Hey, Gilly. You look good. How you doing? How can you stand how beautiful you are? Just giving you a view of, this is what they do like almost every night. I can never catch it on video because they always stop or whatever. It's just playtime. Silly girls. Hello friends. In this segment I'm going to be doing some spinning. Actually I'm going to try plying that curly lock spun that I made a couple weeks ago. But before I get into that, I had a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. First thing is, this is going to be the last episode of The Good of Work, which the video that I launch on Sunday nights, that's kind of a journal of what we did over the week and different stuff. So that I'm going to put on hiatus for a little bit because we're getting into lambing and also fleece. I'm going to be harvesting fleeces because we're shearing on Sunday. So we shear Sunday the 18th. Then I'm going to have to start working on skirting, weighing, evaluating, scoring, all that stuff, and then listing them. So that takes a lot of time. I'm going to take a break from The Good of Work, but I am going to still upload hopefully daily videos with a little bit less production quality. Not that The Good of Work has awesome production quality or anything, but just with daily updates, what happened yesterday, what lambs were born, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit different, and that's going to take me probably through the summer. I started The Good of Work last June, and I honestly don't remember what inspired me to get this going, but I'm so happy I did, because just all the people that I've met through this that I've started to follow and comment, and a lot of friendships created long distance, but it's been really awesome, and I love it. But I got to take a break from it for a little bit. I am also still going to be doing live feeds on Fridays at noon on my Facebook page. So I started to set up events that you can click, I think it's going, and then I think it gives you a reminder in case you wanted to do that. So I wanted to talk about that. So yeah, next Sunday it's I'm gonna make a shearing video, but it's not gonna probably launch Sunday because by Sunday night I'm probably gonna want to collapse. But somewhere during the week I'll have a good episode on getting ready for shearing the night before, the morning of, when the shearer arrives, shearing, and then what we do afterwards. So it's a busy day. It's gonna be a fun video. Another thing I want to talk about is I just created a Which You Are You quiz. It's on my homepage of my website, and it's also going to be a link in the show notes for today. It's just fun. There's nothing, you don't have to subscribe or anything like that. It's just a fun thing. But I'd love it if you guys would take the quiz and then tell me who you ended up being. It's 4 of my attention seekers, which was a new name I got you this last Friday. My attention seekers that have a little bit more personality. So just for fun, and yeah, please let me know who you ended up being when you took the quiz. And also, I have started, I created a playlist. It's private, I only share it with family, of footage from our trail cam. So we've got a trail cam that we put in the back 40, that little half circle thing. I take you guys back on the 4-wheeler once in a while. And so we started that. Rich got that for Christmas. So we leave it out there for a week, and then I edit any critters that we catch on it. There's a lot of deer, but if you'd like, I haven't made that public because I don't want to clutter up the channel. But if you guys are interested, let me know. If I get enough of a response, I'll go ahead and post that as well. Most of the videos are 10 or 15 minutes of just wildlife critters, day and night. It's pretty cool. So that's it. So now what I want to do is I want to get into plying that curly lock spun. So thanks for listening to me yammer on, but there was just a few things I wanted to make sure you guys knew about. Okay, so in my last episode I was trying spinning curly locks. And I was inspired to do that from a video I watched on Jelaine Eve's channel. And so my locks are pretty short compared to the ones that she was using, but I think I had pretty good success. So I have this basket of wool that I got from our ewe Marianne, and some of it has very blunt tips. Here's an example. So they're not real fun curly tips, they're more like blunt. So these ones I've been flicking and spinning on my Turkish spindle with all the new information I learned from our friend Karen. So I'm working on that. I have a question about this spindle that I need answered, and then I'm going to create a video just about the Majacraft Turkish spindle because it's got a slightly different design than the one that Karen was using. So yeah, so I'm flicking out those blocks, and I'm also kind of pre-drafting them a little bit. This was an idea from Karen as well. It works a lot better rather than just trying to spindle from the locks all compact and everything. A little bit different from spinning with the wheel. But then I'm also finding, like I said, I've gone through this pretty much and taken out a lot of the good ones. This was, here's one. Okay. Finding sections of this fleece where there's some really good curly locks. Super coiled, really curly. So I was taking those, and this is what I ended up with. This is a bobbin just loaded up with a single of curly locks. And so I asked the question in the last episode what I should do with it, if I should just knit, because I want to make a hat with it. Should I just knit this as a single, or should I ply it? And so the consensus was to ply it. And so I've got this Jamieson and Smith lace weight skein. It's like a brown, which I'm going to ply and make a hat with it. So I don't dye, so a lot of the curly lock stuff I've seen has got like really crazy fun colors and stuff, but that's just not my gig. So that's what I'm going to do now. And one thing I'm excited about is that I'm going to do it with some new tools that I have acquired in my Majacraft stash. So what I'm going to use to ply it is this very cool Aura hybrid flyer is what it's called in the Majacraft catalog. I have a bunch of these in the shop right now, but this is the standard flyer. Let me just get this unwrapped. This is the standard flyer that comes with the Aura spinning wheel, the Majacraft Aura. So it's, the Aura is designed for art yarns, big bulky yarns. And so it's got a pigtail orifice and a delta. You can use one or the other. We're gonna use the pigtail for today. It's got a really big guide on the flyer, and then the hook, the plying hook, is got a real big opening as well. All right, so that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to load this up, and I'm also going to use the jumbo bobbin. I've never used either of these, so I'm really excited about this. And the jumbo bobbin and the Aura hybrid flyer work on the rows perfectly fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get those installed right now. I've got some really pretty dark gray I'm spinning right now, which is from some scraps from flicking that I coned. So I kind of salvaged this. It's really pretty. That'll be some yarn. I'll probably put this up in the shop at some point when I get around to it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put the jumbo bobbin on. And I don't have a leader on there, so I got to do that. So one of the things Majacraft tells you to do when you put a new bobbin on, if it's not spinning really well, it could be because there's little burrs on the inside where they machined the hole. And they tell you to kind of just scrape it along the threads, which to me sounds kind of harsh, but so that's what I'm going to do. But it actually seems like it's going to turn fine. And then I guess I have to open up my break tension here quite a bit. Holy cow. Okay, hopefully I have enough cord left on here. This might be the day I have to put a new tension cord on, but we'll see. No, I've got enough. Phew. Okay, tighten it back up. I know. Someday I will break down and replace that knob. I'm so cheap. Okay. And then put that aside and install this gorgeous, enormous, oops. Never can remember which way to go. There we go. So you treadle to install any of the threaded flyers. It's the easiest way. And then hold on to the whorl as you tighten. All right, so there it is. And I'm going to ply to the left. Oh, it looks really cool. I'm going to do some close-up footage once I get rolling here, but so cool. I'm so excited. All right, so let's create a leader. I guess I can just use this. Bits of pretty fluff out of here. Hello. Aw, it says Morit for the shade on the label. I love it. Morit. Say that because I like that. I've had this for quite a while. What's the trick to finding the beginning of a skein? What do you guys do when it's wrapped like this? There it is. I would love to have taken it from the center, but couldn't figure out how to do that. All right, don't watch me as I do this because I'm not particular with setting up my leader. Okay. Awesome. There. Oh my goodness, why am I so uncoordinated? There it is. And through there. Okay, so I've got it threaded, and actually I'm not going to use it for a leader, I'm just going to use it. I'm going to put the skein in one of my plastic pretzel containers for the plying piece of this, see how that goes, we'll see. The skein of curly locks spun up, I'm going to place in my Lazy Kate. Which this came standard with the Rose back when I got it. There's a different one now, which I believe can handle jumbo bobbins, whereas this one would not be able to. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna find the beginning of this crazy thing. And let's give it a whirl, see how this goes. Started. Not getting a lot of uptake, so I am going to tighten it a little bit. That makes any difference. Loosen it a little bit more. tighten, 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 tighten. Because I really want it to like grab pretty strong. I haven't used the new plastic bobbins yet. I've just stuck with my old stuff, so. I'm gonna move this underneath my foot. Well, this is easy. A little net fell off. I actually think I want to tighten it up a little bit more. It's crazy. All right, well, there you got it. So I'm just going to keep working at this. And when it's done, I'll post a picture of it on, you know, Instagram and stuff. Oops, a piece of fluff just came off. Well, there we go.